Hey traders, a very good evening to everybody. Happy Sunday and hope you and wish you many profits next week. Let's have a look at gold from a weekly perspective. So from a weekly perspective, exactly what kind of price action we got and exactly what we should do with this commodity for the next week. Now, if you look at gold price action, basically the market created this high over here. It then created a lower high on the weekly time frame and then another lower high over here. So what we are looking for is a downside move, but you need to also look at the other price action. So if you look at the low here, it then created a higher low and then another higher low. So basically what I am saying is that gold is stuck in this kind of triangle area like this. So um, it's basically a accumulation of orders in this area for the next move to the upside or to the downside. Let's go down on the daily time frame and have a look at daily price action. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that the market had respected this trend line very nicely over here. Market came up, Market came up, touched this trend line, and then pushed to the downside. The same thing here, touched this trend line and then pushed to the downside. So this trend line was respected at least 3 times, which makes it a very valid trend line. Let's look at it from the bottom to the top. As you can see, guys, the market has also respected this bottom counter trend line over here. You can see that it touched very nicely and went for a move to the upside, and here as well, move to the upside and move to the upside. So what we can do next week and how we can trade gold next week is quite simple. What we need to do is sit on our hands, wait for the right time to enter the market. Because the market is in a accumulation area like this, we don't know which way the market will be going. Okay, if the market will now start and break up out of this trend line over here, then we have a good possibility for the market to actually go up, make a retest again of previous resistance, now turn support, and then further continuation to the upside. But on the other hand, the market could also break this bottom counter trend line over here, come for a retest of previous support, now turn resistance, and then continue to the downside. Because as we know, if we look at a monthly time frame, the market is quite overextended to the upside. So what we need to see is some sort of pullback. And my general theory is if the market is overextended, we need to see some sort of pullback because the market cannot keep going up in a straight line. The market at some point needs to start coming down. So for me, the market right now, it's much better to stay out of this market unless the market has broken any sort of structure, which means AKA broken the trend line or the counter trend line. So if the market will break any of these areas here, then only will I be looking for a short or a long opportunity. So there is two ways that you can actually get in the market next week, because we might have some good push from the market next week because we have a lot of accumulation in this area. Only if the market will now break out these two areas on the retest, we will definitely be looking for a push to the upside. But on the other hand, if the market will now break the bottom counter trend line on the retest, we'll be looking for a push to the downside with a very good risk reward. So I am still thinking that the gold will still come down, and I will definitely watch this pair next week because I'm very interested to see what this kind of accumulation will do next week. As we know, the market right now is unpredictable, so it's better to just wait until the market has broken some sort of structure, which is this support here. We have a lot of support here. You can see that the market respected this area very nicely. And on the other hand, we had resistance here, plus we had resistance here as well, and resistance here. So basically the market is stuck between this area and it's just accumulating positions for the next move to the upside or to the downside. So my suggestion for you guys, all that are watching this for next week, is wait for the market to show you first where it needs to go. Then we will be looking for a possible entry. Don't worry, you will not miss out much if the market does break these trend lines or this triangle. You won't miss much because we'll just wait for the next wave to the upside. Hope you guys enjoyed this analysis and enjoyed this education. If you did, hit the like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also make sure that you leave me a comment how this video helped you understand the direction of gold. Thank you very much, and hope you guys have a